I need a list of them as well.
Anthony Price. Anthony Tremaine Price. And Price. AP.
62.
52.
I feel 140.
North Austin, North Side.
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
I went to prison and they sent me to a halfway house called ATC and had a problem there, and I got on the streets and became homeless again.
Just went through some financial problems, Going through a certain childhood situation, like, hustling and stuff like that, going through that, and just going through, it's a neighborhood, roundaway type of living, and going through that experience with it,
Really enjoyed my childhood as much as I could, but I think I grew up too fast, After like the age of 8, I started hanging out with older people, so. It was great. Played sports, good high school, girlfriends, good friends. Yeah.
I'm genuine, real, honest person, ain't got nothing to hide,
Yeah, it's not an easy journey. It'll be difficult. The roads are going to get always crossing you. Keep the park clean and we keep the alleys clean, and we have been. People are going to use drugs. We all use drugs, But what really pisses me off is when people throw their syringes on the floor, Because any child can come by here and pick it up, or people they throw trash on purpose, and they're grown men and women, And if they want to be treated like dogs or pigs, then they will be, Recreational? I don't call it recreational. I think it's part of my routine. It's I do ice. And but I don't do it like all the time. I do it. I can have it 7 days a week. Okay, say it like that. But it's not every 2 minutes, 5 minutes like that. Yeah, and it's everywhere. Drugs are everywhere in the United States because the United States wants it. I saw drugs all my life. The West Side of San Antonio, gang members, started selling marijuana when I was 10. And I wanted to be a Supreme Court justice, right? But I fell short. I went to the military, came back, started dealing drugs while I was in and out of it. But like I tell kids, never do something you're gonna love to do for the rest of your life. Pursue your dreams, whatever it can be. It's out there.
I like not socialize, but spend time with some of our guests that come here. Take them to lunch sometime. Like this afternoon, I think I'm gonna grab a couple of them and go take them to lunch, so we can just talk. Because I think that's really good. They got a tough life. There's a lot of how they got into the situation they're in is different, but they all need love and they need someone to listen to, or I need a list of them as well. And so I think that's important. God made us to love people, and we get a lot of joy out of that. If you want to give something to someone, you feel good about that, right? Instead of taking, you give. Yeah.